everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ping Pong and Jellyfeet Fridays. Today, founder Ron Wright is here with Sarah Tyree, founder of Huggerware Company.
Fantastic, thank you Caitlin for that. Hello everyone, and as another week has gone by, we are here today with founder Sarah Tyree. She's the founder and owner-operator of Huggerware Incorporated. And with that said, thank you for joining me, Sarah.
Thank you, Ron.
Please educate the viewers about your background, your company, and what Huggerware Incorporated is all about.
About 20 years ago, I was having this incredible, wonderful time with my boys, playing outside in the snow. And when we were playing out in the snow, the frustrating thing that was happening was they were getting snow in their boots. When they were getting snow in their boots, it only took, minutes for us to go back inside, having to change, then go back out. That was, a ritual thing that ended up happening for many days. And I realized, well, maybe there's something out there that can be a product that should be solving this problem. So I went out to all the big store names as well as mom and pop shops looking for a product. I kind of had an idea of what the product should be in my head. And looking for that product, nobody had it. So I went to the REIs, to Sports Authority at that time, as well as just all the different, even children's shoe stores. At that time, my older children were 5 and 4 when I started that journey. So when I went looking for that, couldn't find it, and I thought, well, maybe it's something that I should make. And so I went on another journey, went to the fabric stores all over the Twin Cities area, looking for a specific fabric, very specific to waterproof, something that is going to keep snow out, seal the area where the snow was coming in their boots. And so on this journey, learned a lot about fabric that I didn't know. I didn't know how to sew. I didn't know anything about fabrics. I knew nothing. So this was a really an incredible learning experience for me because I knew nothing. And going out there, found this wonderful fabric from Burlington Company. It was a waterproof fabric. It had a nylon on one side, and it was coated on the opposite side, so there's no, it blocked the wind. It was totally waterproof, seal-proof kind of material. So I took that material, did all kind of experimenting, cutting it, fixing or designing. I didn't even design products before either, so this was a brand new thing also. So anyways, I got into designing this product called a gaiter. Now, I found out there were gaiters out there for adults, but there was no gaiters for children. And so that's where my journey started, is designing a gaiter for my children. The other aspect of what I was trying to do in the gaiters that I had found out there, it was you had to zip it, you had to Velcro it, you had to tie it, snap it, all those things that a 4 and 5-year-old would not do or had difficulty doing. And so I knew when I was going to be designing this, I wanted to make it as simple as possible. So what I did was I designed a gaiter so that they can use it themselves. And it was a product that went on the boots, sealed the area where the snow came in, and it was amazing. Because the boys were out there, we were there all suddenly 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours at a time instead of 20 minutes. So that was a major recognition of how great this product worked.
Wow, amazing. So a couple of things you said there was just to simplify the application as far as the use, the fact that there was not a version for youth or children in your case, And you also mentioned the self-discovery piece, which I really like because you had to literally source and identify and learn how to sew. Is that correct? So those are great things. And I think for the viewers and just for our team within Jellyfeet, we're constantly redefining ourselves and our skill sets and having smarter and brighter and more innovative people around us that can help us get there. So love it. You're on the hot seat now. I'm going to ask you 3 questions.
Okay.
And I'll start with a fairly easy one. So with regards to your business, your company, what keeps you up at night?
Marketing side of it. Who do I market to? Where do I, what's the path that I go down? The other side to it is making sure that that my customers' needs are met. The product is always, being made at the highest level. The fabric that I get is to par to, what the product is supposed to do. So, in general, from doing the first product that I made 20 years ago, since then I have just created and designed other products. There's about 12 products altogether within my company, and so that's the journey. That also keeps me up at night, is making sure that all of that, all the balls are up in the air with all the products and all the things that I'm creating and designing and marketing, so there's a lot to it.
Very good, very good. Yeah, it seems like a lot, and oftentimes we tend to forget about the fine details, but that's why you have to surround yourself around positive and intelligent people. Next question has to do with your milestones as a company, and also what is a major project that you're working on right now? Share with us something that you are considered to be a milestone project that you're really looking forward to starting, or you're in the middle of, and just help us understand what that looks like.
Well, about 14 years ago, back to, again, 20 years ago, one of the major things that happened was we got into the state fair with the first product. When we got into the state fair, the dream of everybody telling you you're going to be set for life kind of mentality, dream of this incredible sales was in our head, and trying to figure out, okay, now we're in the fair, how much do we make, and what kind of finances do we put into this, and so we had, not knowing what it was going to be like, we didn't know anything about the fair, for one thing, but the other thing is that, how do you guess how many you're going to sell? How do you guess how many that you need to make sure that the sales, so we put a lot of money into our first venture. A lot more than we had, so we had to go out and borrow money to make this happen. And our first year, we did good, but we didn't do great because the money that we put into it, we didn't get back. So we knew we still did have a great product because we got great feedbacks right away from customers. A lot of people saying, "Oh, I had that same idea. I should have made it." I'm like, well.
Don't you love those?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I always, when people say, "Well, I can sew that. I can do that," and I'm like, "You go right ahead." You don't realize the amount of time that it took for sizing, the design, everything that because I'm not only making it for a 2-year-old just walking, I'm making it for an adult who's probably 300 pounds. So think about that range. If you think about that range, and you can't have 30 sizes, you have to have a, parameter of sizes. And so it took time to put all of that together. But anyways, to move forward, about 14 years ago, I designed a product called Foot Huggers. Foot Huggers is a pair of socks that I designed And at that time, we just created a crew sock. And I was using a fabric called Polartec, power stretch material. And using this material, I always knew this was just a miracle material in the sense of it had this incredible four-way stretch, and it was nice and thin, but it was incredibly warm. So I had made wrist huggers and I had made other products with it, and I had been using it, and I knew this fabric was amazing fabric. And in doing that, I thought, boy, I bet this would be really good as socks. So I created the socks, and at that time, I only made one style, and I made it in black. And we didn't have packaging, we just hung these crew socks in our booth, and well, it felt good when we touched it, but not many people wanted to come and touch it. Because it was just socks laying, hanging in the back of our booth. So one thing that I learned about people, that people are incredibly visual people. And understanding that, I started making the socks in bright colors, whether it's blue, pink, red, purple, yellow. And as soon as I started doing that, everybody wanted to come and touch and feel it. But the fun part is, when they would buy it, of course, they would buy the black socks. But I needed to have the colors to have that in the booth so people would be attracted to it. The thing that we've learned in the 14 years I've been selling those socks, most amazing thing is that, which has been incredibly close to my heart. In the 14 years I've been making the socks, I learned that people who have diabetes, people who have neuropathy, people who have Raynaud's, people who have scleroderma, that has a lot to do with autoimmune diseases. And those people have discovered my socks and have bought them and tried them because they have issues with circulation, having incredibly cold feet in the wintertime, and the stories are amazing. And so that has been my journey, and know that I'm supposed to be on this path where I'm helping these people. And so I'm on the new path, or new journey with this product, especially with the socks. Not that the other products don't matter, but the socks really have impacted a lot of people. And with that, I know I'm supposed to be on a journey to help these people to figure out a way to get it into the medical stores, figure out a way to get it into the hands of those people that need it. And so that's the journey I'm on, Ron.
Very good. Love the descriptors, the history behind it. It only makes me want to learn more about it, and I'm sure the viewers as well. So final question, and then we'll recap and go play some ping pong. With respects to the word successful, when I say successful, who or what comes to mind?
Success, to me, is getting those phone calls. People telling me these incredible stories and how they have been suffering for a very long time. And when you get calls telling me that they have been suffering a long time and this product is allowing them to be active, to be able to function, to be able to do things that they couldn't do before. So that to me is success.
Very good. So for the viewers out there that are watching today's show, how can they keep in contact with you, get a hold of you, learn more about your products? Any social sites, websites that you want to name?
Of course. I have a website.
Okay.
The website is called hugeveryday.com. My social media also is hugeveryday.com. There's a lot of information on there. There's the products are all on there. You will be able to see incredible testimonials that I've been talking about. There's also medical information, therapeutic side to why the product works so good. It's not just the socks. There's other products like the wrist huggers, the long underwear. There's a lot of information on my website. So please go on my website. It's www.hugeveryday.com.
Fantastic. That will also be in the show notes, and so people can connect with you online and circle back and look at all the amazing products that that Sarah has created. Make sure you edit that. And we are going to exit this and go play some ping pong. So, thank you. Alright. Okay. Ready?
Yes.
No, it's horrible.
Oh, that was close. Ready?
Yeah. Isn't it your turn? Yeah, it's your turn.
This side, right?
It's getting toasted.
Man.
Alright. This is for all the Tostitos right here. All the marbles. Alright. And alright, last one, right here. I can't end on that.
Oh!
There you go.
Oh well. That's good.
Alright. Awesome. Thank you so much.